Hello everyone, welcome back to automation-testing-insider.com. So I'm going to talk about WebDriver commands today. And before I start this video, I would request you to please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get notification for upcoming videos. So this is the topic for today: WebDriver commands. You can say basic commands, but these are very important commands in Selenium and which will help you to work with Selenium WebDriver. So we can divide WebDriver commands into three different categories. We have browser specific commands, browser navigation commands, and element specific commands. So we'll focus on browser specific commands for today, and regarding these 2 points, browser navigation commands and element specific commands, we'll discuss in coming days, in coming videos. So let's have a look like what are the different commands available in all three categories. Then we'll focus on browser specific commands. Okay, so if I talk about browser specific commands, then we have maximize window, delete cookies, get title, get current URL, get page source, close, and quit. If I talk about browser navigation commands, then we have navigate to, backward, forward, refresh, so which we'll discuss in next video. And if I talk about web element commands, then these are the different commands available, and we have corresponding methods to work with these commands, and we can perform different operations on a particular web element. So let's focus on browser specific commands. So my Eclipse is already open, so here I'll create a new Java project. Commands demo, click on finish. So since this is Java project, so I need to import Selenium Java jar files, right? So just right click on the project, and we have build path, configure build path, and if you navigate to this libraries tab, here we have add external jars, click on that. And since already I have this Selenium Java jar file, so simply I'll just select all the jar files available inside libs folder, and similarly I'll do for whatever folders whatever files available outside libs folder. Okay, these are the couple of jar files, and finally I'll do apply and close. So you can see this referenced library is created here. You can see all the jar files imported here, and I'll create one class. Browser commands, select public static void main. Simply I'll copy the couple of lines of code from other class to launch the browser. Okay, so this set property is to set the driver, in this case Chrome driver, and this is the path of my Chrome driver exe file. And here I have using this piece of code, this line of code, I'm launching the browser, Chrome browser, by creating the object of Chrome driver class. Okay, so simply I'll declare my WebDriver here, and we need to import this WebDriver from org.openqa.selenium. Okay, all done. Now I want to tell one important thing here is whatever Java methods, interfaces, and classes are there. So if you mouse over on this particular method, okay, you will see some information about this particular method. So this method is available in system class, so you can see some very good information about this particular method, like what is this method, sets the system property indicated by the specified key, and what are the parameters, key and value it takes, and what it returns, what it throws, and yeah, all this information you can see when you mouse over on this particular method. Okay, similarly let's look at the interfaces available in Selenium. Okay, so let me just mouse over here. So you can see this message like this element neither has attached source nor attached JavaDoc, and hence no JavaDoc could be found. So why now, I mean, why it is showing like this? Okay, so we need to rectify this issue, right? This is not an issue, I mean, just we need to get information about this particular interface. So how do we get that? Because since it is related to Selenium, like take an example of this Chrome driver as well. So here also we'll get the same message. Okay, and whatever Java related functions, methods, and what can say interfaces and classes are there, we'll get the information. Okay, take an example of system class as well. So this system class contains several useful class fields and methods. It cannot be instantiated. Okay, so what we can do, let me just show you how to upload JavaDoc file ultimately. Okay, so simply type Selenium HQ, open this official website of Selenium, and navigate to this download section. And from here, if you go to this section, Selenium client and WebDriver language binding. Okay, so here we have available this Selenium Java JavaDoc file. Okay, uh, this is Java, right? And you need to click on this JavaDoc. So here you will get all the information about Selenium related classes, interfaces, and methods. Okay, so what you can do, you can manually you can go one by one all the classes and interfaces and methods. But what you can do this, you have to just copy this URL till Java and go to the project, right click on this project, and we have build path. Okay, and here we have imported all these jar files, right? So here this client combined 3.14 this jar file. So here JavaDoc location is none. Okay, so if I select this JavaDoc, so here at right side we have edit option, so click on that, and here we have JavaDoc URL, right? This JavaDoc URL and JavaDoc location path. So here we can give the URL till Java. Okay, no need to select any other things. Okay, you need to simply click on. So just make sure that you should copy the URL till Java and this /. Okay, and click on OK, apply and close. Now let me just mouse over whether it will give the information or not. So mouse over on a WebDriver, so you can see it gives information now. The main interface to use for testing, which represents an idealized web browser. So it will give information about this WebDriver interface, right? Let's similarly look for this web Chrome driver. Okay, so here it gives an information about this Chrome driver constructor as well. Creates a new Chrome driver using default server configuration. Now we'll get all the Selenium related classes, interfaces, and methods. We can mouse over and we can get the information. Okay, now let's talk about what are the different commands available, browser specific commands. Okay, so first one is maximize window. So how to maximize the window? So first of all, we'll take our driver dot manage, one function is there, window, and we have maximize. Okay, so if you mouse over on this manage, so this is a method from WebDriver interface. Okay, and it returns an option interface. Okay, this manage will return an option interface. If I mouse over this window, and this is the method from options interface. Okay, since it manage returns options interface, and this window is from options interface, and what it returns, the interface for managing the current window. It returns an interface for managing the current window, and this is from window class. Okay, this method is from window, and what it returns, it will return nothing, but what it does, maximize the current window if it is not already maximized. Okay, so this command is used to maximize the window. So let me just run and show you how it maximizes the window. It's launching the browser, and it's maximizing the window. Since we are not navigating to any URL, so it won't display anything. So let me just close it. Now what is the next one? Next command we have delete cookies. Okay, so driver dot manage dot we have delete cookies. So let me just see the information about delete cookies. So this is available in options interface, this method, and it returns nothing. What it does, delete all the cookies for current domain. Okay, so it deletes all the cookies for current domain. So what are cookies basically? So cookies are created when you visit any website. So it takes some information, it captures some information about your interaction with website. Okay, so it's always good practice when we work with browser. It should you should close the sorry, you should delete the cookies, because if you don't delete the cookies, then browser may be exhausted, and that may give you wrong results. Okay, so always delete the cookies before we start any test on browser. And what is the next one? I think git command. So driver dot we have directly git. Okay, so what it does, it returns nothing, and load a new web page in the current browser window. Okay, so it will navigate to a new browser window, I mean navigate to, it loads a new URL. This is done using the http get operation, and the method will block until the load is complete. Okay, so this is the one way to navigate to any particular URL, to open any URL. And another way is a navigate to command. Okay, which we'll discuss in the next video. So this get command is used to navigate to open any new URL. Okay, and let me just open any URL, WordPress demo. I'll copy this URL and I'll put it over here in double quotes. Okay, now let's have a look by running this program. It is navigated to this open source CMS website. Okay, this WordPress website, and it will the WebDriver will wait until the page gets fully loaded. So this is the advantage of this get command. Okay, what is the next? We have get title. Okay, so driver dot get title, we have get title method. So this is the information about the get title, the title of the current page. The title of the current page with leading and trailing white spaces is striped or null if it is not already set. So if title is not set, then it will give you null results, or if it has leading or trailing spaces, then it will delete those spaces. Okay, and give you the result. So let me just use this get title, and what we can do, we can store. So this is a string, right? Title, and let me simply print this title. Or I would say page title is okay. Let me run this. Just close this. You will see page title is login open source CMS WordPress. So let me just show you what is the if you go to this view page source. So this is the title, open source. Here we have some dummy data, but title is matching with this one, like open source CMS WordPress. Okay, so this is how you can get the title of the page. And what is the next? Get current URL. Okay, so what is the command? Driver dot get current URL. Store in string variable. Current URL. And let's simply print this. URL is or page URL actually. So see, you can get the information. Get a string representing the current URL that browser is looking at. Okay, the URL of the page currently loaded in the browser. So let me just simply run this program. Let me just open this. So you can see current URL is this one, which is matching with this one. Okay, so you can verify this as with the help of if else condition as well. If we have equals method, and put the URL here. Second. Test is pass. Else, in else part you can mention that if it is not matching, then test is fail. Okay, if it equals to this URL, then it will pass, otherwise it will fail. So let me just run this. Let me just close all this. Yeah, you can see test is pass. Okay, let me just change little bit over here, like login1.php, and let me just rerun it again. This time it will fail because it does not match with the expected result. You can see test is fail. Okay, and what is the next command? This is how you can verify the current URL. Similarly, you can verify the title as well. And what is the next command we have? We have get page source. Okay, so get page source. So driver dot, we have get page source method. Okay, so load a new web page. Sorry, get page source. Get the source of the last loaded page if the page has been modified after loading. For example, JavaScript, there is no guarantee that the return text is that of modified page. Okay, so it will basically it will get the page source of the current web page. Okay, and in other, we have other methods as well, like window handle and window handles. So we'll talk about this while working with window handles. Okay, at that time we'll discuss all these methods. So let's use this get page source. So what it will return? Simply store in string variable and print it page source. I'll run this class again. Okay, this program. I think it's already done. So let me just have a look. So you can see it returns the page source of this web page. Okay, so it is similar to, if you right click and we have view page source, so it is similar to this one. You can see doc type if I8 and this is HTML. You can see this HTML. So it returns the page source of the current web page. Okay, so this is about get page source, and we have couple of more like close and quit. Close command. So driver dot close. Let me just comment this one. And what it does, close command. Okay, so if you mouse over and it returns nothing, but what it does, close the current window, quitting the browser if it's the last window currently open. Okay, so it will close the current window. So let me just run this. So it closes the browser. Okay, and what last we have, quit command. So what quit does, just mouse over and you will see it returns nothing and quits the driver, closing every associated window. So suppose, take an example, we have multiple window open. Okay, but it will close all the windows. Okay, whereas in case of close, it will only close the currently focused window. Okay, so this is the difference between close and quit. So let me give an example of this one. I have one URL. I'll open this URL here, and 1 second, let me just open this URL from toolsqa.com, and we have this new browser window. Okay, so let me just inspect this first. What is the ID of this button 1? Okay, so before we close it, let me just comment these two, and here I'll do driver dot find element by dot id, and I'll put this id over here dot click. We have click command. Okay, so I am clicking on this new browser window, so it will open a new window. Okay, so let me just run this, whether it will work or not. Rest you can keep the same, no problem. Here we have this URL, so it will open that URL toolsqa. Basically I wanted to show you the difference between close and quit. So it opens that URL, and the website is loaded now. Why it is not clicking? It gives some error. So let me just put some wait, like 3 seconds wait over here. And let's try again. We'll use driver.close. Close. Okay, let's try. Some pop-up is coming actually, so we have to handle. I have another URL. Anyways, pop-up and other stuff we're going to discuss later on. So let me just delete this browser, close this browser and this one as well. Here we have this Selenium practice, the seleniumframework.com as well. Let me just inspect this one. So this has the same ID. Okay, simply I'll copy this and I'll see. Okay, I'll run the program again. Now it's clicking on that new browser window or not. We need to just check it out. Now it clicked on that one. Okay, now you can see we have used driver.close, right? So it closes the current window which we have focused on. It doesn't click on this one, right? Whereas let's use driver.close here. Sorry, driver.quit, and let me just comment this one and rerun this program again. So it will click on that new browser window button and a new browser window will open. Yeah, now it closes all the browser window. Okay, so this is the difference between close and quit, which I wanted to tell you. Okay, so this is all about browser related specific commands. So in the next video we'll talk about browser navigation commands. We have navigate to, backward, forward and refresh. So thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.